This is a review of the Haier HLP21N washing machine. This guy hooks up to a faucet and we think it's great. I'm going to show you how I wash cloth diapers and what it fits. So first, you have to install this little bit in the faucet. It's pretty easy to do, but you install this bit in your faucet so that you can attach your machine. This is going to attach here. This is the where the water drains out, and then you plug it in. So there's three things you have to do. One of the most important things is that this hose stays in the sink and doesn't go out and spill water everywhere. So our little system in order to get this hose to stay in the sink is to fill a plastic tub with water. So that's what I do first. I also make sure to take out the dish strainer so that no lint builds up in the sink. So you want, it does have a little bit of lint, so you take the strainer out. But first I fill this with water, and then I hold that over the hose there, and then I pull this down, put this on the faucet, make sure that's secure. And then the third thing that I do is plug this in. So those three things for hoses and plugs, that's done. The next thing I do is just secure the feet. Make sure that's done. And then you're going to want to turn on your water. So I do a cold wash first. So I turned on just the cold. You can adjust whether you want it warm or hot depending on how much water you put in. So the water's now on. This holds it in so there's no water coming out anywhere. You just have this on and this holds it in until it's ready. Then I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to do this amount of diapers, cloth diapers. So I'm going to put it on high. There's 3 different levels, high, medium, and low of water. And then there are different cycles, heavy, quick wash, normal. I pretty much always do normal. The quick wash is too short, the heavy just seems too long. For cloth diapers, I do a cold wash, and then I stop it, and then I do a hot wash with soap, and then I let it do its own rinse, and then I stop it, and then I do an additional rinse. So you have a lot of control with this, which is really nice. So power's on, it's on normal, water level is high, and then you just press start. When the water comes out, while it's filling, I put the diapers in. So it fit that whole bucket. You can push it down a little bit, and then it's going to fill up with water. And I usually just use that water to rinse my hands really quick while I'm here, and close the lid. And then we'll come back to do a regular wash cycle. One of the things I want to mention, while it's filling, you can open and close the lid. If you open and close the lid while it's on cycle, it just beeps and pauses on its own. And you can also pause it at any time if something's going on, and of course you can turn it off and then unplug it if you need to at any time. So we're just going to let that fill. I'm going to do a close-up so that you can see the water filling. Done, then I press pause. I'm going to wash it again on hot with detergent, so I just turn it off. I make sure cold is off, I turn on hot. So I just turn it back on, water level high, and it's going to be on the normal wash. So when I'm ready, I can just press start, and then you can feel the water and make sure that it's coming out hot. And then you put this rock and green detergent is what I use for all of our baby's clothes. Do about 4 scoops. And the scoops are probably the size of a teaspoon or a little more. And so I usually wait and check to make sure that the water's hot. And then close it, and we're good to go. I do a wash, and then I do a regular rinse, and then I stop it and do another rinse. So I press pause, power off, power on, cycle, rinse, water level high, start.